It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
57, Mike 57.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Allen off the play fake. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here's 2nd and 10.
36. Check it back.
56. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Cook again. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Being chased out left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Burrow. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. 69 yards. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Well, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On play action, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On second down, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
57. 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Here's Allen to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They run for it with Mixon. Oh, some strong running. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down, here's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. We know that he can get 1st downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there. But he got the 1st. Looked like they might have held him defensively. But the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Now Hurts changing up the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, what a move. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big fella go. Travis Kelce, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A very solid gain of